Hello planner friends, this is April with April Plans All Year, and today I'm going to cover my 2025 lineup. I know that's the word that everybody's been using for their planner lineup, and they just show you a variety of planners that they're using for different things, but this is actually more of a video about my system and how I use it. I have one actual thing that would be called a planner, and then I have other tools I use to keep my family organized. So this is maybe more of my organization system, what I use and how I use it, and I will let you in on all the little secrets. So the first thing is the Powerhouse, my 2025 Passion Planner, and this is where I store all the things. So this is where my habit trackers are. This is where my, let's see, I'll show the habit tracker section. Where is it? There it is. This is new this year, and I'm very excited to use it. But this is at the front of this book. It has all 12 months, and it has everything that you need for that month on here, all the dates. I will probably have to, because this might bug me, I will probably have to white out the dates that don't matter on the months that don't have 31 days. But this is where my monthly habits are. This is where my monthly calendar lives, and my weekly. I love the split up of the hours and then the sections for the to-do lists. All of that lives here. There's also at the end of every month a reflection, which I've covered in other videos. I'm going to be doing my own version of this, but I am using these pages for that. So this is where everything lives for me that is related to mine and my family's lives that I need to track and just keep track of. And that's also where I get to be creative. That's where all my stickers come into play. So I will be using that for that purpose. And this I touch every day. I take a look at the things that I need to do, what I can cross off that particular day, and then I move forward from there. If I don't finish everything that week, I just transfer it to the next week and keep going. And if I have to do it many times for the same project, I will either take it off, or that's my motivation to get it done, so I don't have to write it again one more week. So that's how I use my Passion Planner. The other thing I use is a Shutterfly calendar. This is the back of it right now. I do these every year for gifts for my family, and I take pictures that we as a family have taken throughout the year, and I highlight people's birthdays on the months. So I'm using an older calendar to demonstrate because there's less sensitive information in this one rather than using my current year. This is actually one I made for 2013. The front cover was my son and daughter the previous year. So what I do, let's just pick a month that has some interesting things. So this was a month of May. I created this design with my son and daughter on it. I have gotten better at this, so my newer ones are a little better. This hangs on my a wall in my kitchen, and is a place where my entire family can see it. So anything that's coming up, it doesn't matter who it is or where we're going, we write it down on this calendar so everybody knows what's happening. It's not necessarily always pretty. There's not necessarily stickers all the time. It's not always highlighted like this. But what it does is it gives us a general overview of what's going on. I put people's birthdays. This is our sort of our hub, so that as we're standing around the kitchen, this is something we can glance at and we know what's happening. So that is how my family stays informed of what's going on. The other thing that we do is I have this metal just week. I got this at the Container Store, and we use this every week. My husband and I sit down, We talk about what we're going to have to eat for dinners. We plan that out. Then we put our grocery list together before we go shopping for the week. So this is something that my husband and I do together. This is actually his handwriting because he takes on a lot of the cooking during the week for us. So this is something that we do. The other thing I like to do is take a picture of this and text it to everybody in the family. So that way we don't have to answer the question many times, what are we having for dinner tonight? So there's a record. And then it also is a reminder of what we've had, and it helps inform our future decisions of what we're going to have for dinner upcoming. Our grocery list is actually an Amazon Alexa grocery list. So we add things to the list either through the app or just by yelling it out in our house. It's helpful. So the kids can add things to the list if they use the last of something or need something. And it's a very helpful tool for everybody. The last tool I use, this is actually a branded notebook, so I'm keeping that private, but is a Moleskine. This is for my work, and it is just, I will just show you, it is a plain lined notebook. But what I do, and I can't really show a lot of sensitive information, this would be a good example of one. I set up the week, I use a stamp. Anything that's happening this week, I mark in this box, and then I write the date that it is, I write my schedule, I write tasks, and then if there's any notes that happen during the meetings, I will write those in here also. It's not very exciting necessarily, but I've made it as exciting as I can for the type of work I do. Also, in this notebook, if there are things that I need to call out or trainings I've done, I will mark those with a washi tape so that I can look back through and see pretty quickly where those notes live. So that is my 2025 organizational lineup, is what I would call it. I've been doing it this way for years, and it has worked. The other tool that I didn't mention that I probably should is Google Calendar. And I know there are a lot of flaws with it, and I know there are other more creative versions of calendars, but Google Calendar works for my family. It's something that we can sync together, and everybody has their own version of their Google Calendar on their phone, and we can communicate what we're doing through that also. So my daughter can add school events onto hers, and then we can all see it. My son puts his work schedule on there. We can all see that. So it's a place, if we're out and about, we can pull it up and not have any forgotten appointments that way. So beyond the wall calendar, we do use a digital calendar that's shared. I hope that is helpful to somebody. If you have any questions about what I do, let me know. If you have a tool that you love, digital or otherwise, let me know in the comments, and I'd love to check it out. I'm always in search for something new and easy to use to pass on to my family. Thank you for joining me, guys, and I just wanted to let you know that I think you're important. You matter. And I'm so glad that you took the time to check out my video, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye, guys.